Oh, it's exciting indeed. I'll just wait for a second until I can hear if my audio is working. Oh, it's exciting indeed. I'll just wait for a second until I can hear if my audio is working. And it is. Oops, I better turn that off there or I'm going to get some horrible feedback. So, it's currently midnight and 42 minutes of what is actually the day after, but still technically the same day as Burnley versus Manchester United. My ambition was always to play these games within a 24-hour period of the actual game, and I think finally I might have been able to get everything sorted so I can do just that. So I'm going to switch to my app screen. I should put some sound effects in there. Or are there any? I don't know if you maybe you might hear a sound effect there. Ranyik says we have to learn our lesson. But let's find out why. Well, the reason is because it's 1-1 at the end. For my regular viewers, you'll know that I didn't play Middlesbrough because I'd already been knocked out of the FA Cup a couple of nights before, but in the FAM universe a couple of weeks, by Aston Villa. But the pattern of this match against Burnley in real life was almost the same as Middlesbrough. The only difference was this wasn't a cup game, so there was no extra time. But basically, they started really well, had a great 45 minutes, and then the second half, the other team just comes back and goes, "You're not that good," and bump, a 1-0 lead goes to a 1-1. And then nothing else happens. If you remember, people were moaning about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and how this run can't last forever because they'd broken all kinds of records for the most comebacks from a losing position in a game. And Ollie was talking a lot about the United DNA, and that to me was the United DNA. That was the thing, that United never used to give up, and it didn't matter if they scored, the other team scored first. But now we seem to be heading in the opposite direction. We play a great first half, take the lead, and then stop paying attention. And what's the connection? Well, I'll tell you. Harold J. Maguire. I don't know that his middle name's J. Yeah, it's Harry Maguire. It's all his fault. First, Varane scored an absolutely beautiful header, and it was disallowed because Maguire, for some reason, decided to push somebody over. Just because. 2 goals disallowed in that match. It should have been 3-1. But yeah, so Maguire was at fault for Varane's goal not standing. And then, unless I'm mixing up 2 different events, I might be mixing 2 things together, but I think he fell over in midfield or was bundled off the ball, and that was what led to Burnley's goal. So I'm holding Maguire personally responsible for the 2 points lost. I think it's time to give him the old heave-ho. I don't like to pick out individual players for criticism, but he gets it today. The few times that Jones has played since returning from his long absence, he's looked so much better. I would pick Jones over Maguire every time. But yeah, let's go into the post-match analysis and find out more information. So, as you can see here, United lined up with a 4-2-3-1 according to this. But I thought it was a 4-3-3. I think somebody just hasn't bothered updating the formations on the app. It's kind of defaulted to 4-2-3-1 ever since Ollie started. But yeah, so De Gea at the back with a back line of Shaw, Maguire, Varane and Dalot. I think that Rangnick still prefers Telles in this position, but Telles wasn't available this week, so he had to play Shaw, and I thought Shaw had one of his better games. He was crossing inside to cover Maguire's mistakes, but he looked very, very effective in the attack as well, and some great overlaps with Rashford when he moved over to here. McTominay and Pogba in the middle, according to this, but I actually think it was 4-3-3, and I think McTominay was in the middle in a more defensive midfield position with Bruno and Pogba in the double attacking pivot. Sancho and Rashford left and right, but they swapped around quite a few times in this game, and that's how I want them to do it. I think it makes life for the defenders a lot more difficult if they're not sure whether they should follow this guy that way or switch to marking the other guy. And Cavani up front. So as you can see from my predictions, I thought it was going to be a mighty victory for United. And if those two disallowed goals had been allowed, I mean, I'm not complaining about Cavani's offside decision, but it could have been given in another circumstance, or, a blade of grass could have got in the way and just made somebody a little bit more onside, according to the microscopic analysis of pixels. And that would have made a 3-1 game. But instead it was a piss poor 1-1. If you marked the halves instead of the result, it was 1 win for United and 1 win for Burnley, because they look like a completely different team for the start of the second half, and they deservedly scored their equaliser, but could have gone on and got another 1 or 2 as well. By which point, if they'd have scored a second, United, I think, would have just completely crumbled. Lineups, I only got 50 points, but I still argue the point that the formation was incorrect, because look, 4-3-3. And it's basically the same formation anyway. It's just a question of how far forward you expect these wing players to play. But yeah, I got all of that back line right. The midfield I got right. Rashford and Sancho both playing, I got right. I saw one commentator earlier in the week saying about how he would have started Elanga. He would like to start Elanga in this game, just to show the lad that there's no hard feelings for the penalty. But I liked having Ronaldo on the bench. I thought, especially when he started warming up for about 10 minutes, that was quite clever, because the opposition are going to be looking over at the side like that and going, Ronaldo's coming out. And I think Rashford has that same effect from the bench, because in the last 4 matches, the first 2 that he played from the bench, he scored both times, and then the 2 where he started, he hasn't scored. But whether I would have preferred to see Elanga in this formation or not, I don't know. What I do want is I want some either I want Rashford to stick to his preferred left, and Sancho has to adapt to being a right winger, seeing as how that was what he was actually bought for in the first place. But Sancho does look better from the left as well. The thing with Rashford being on the left is him and Shaw have this kind of intuitive overlapping thing going. And I don't think Sancho has got that kind of rapport with Shaw. But yeah, it was Cavani instead of Ronaldo. But I thought it was going to be Ronaldo. Oh, and one thing that I find quite refreshing about Ranić is if he says people might play, he means that they're going to play. I think I just saw something flying around. Did you see something? And he said in the earlier press conferences that Cavani and Lingard were both going to be available to play. Or no, he said they would both be in the squad, and he was not only true to his word, but he also included them in the starting. No, not in the starting lineup. He also brought, you know what I mean. First scorer, oops, I pressed the wrong one. Oh, goodness me, this is terrible. There we go. I got a massive 20 points for my prediction of Pogba being the first scorer. I just thought he played so well in his first match back. Understandably not playing a full 90 minutes after having so long laid off, but I felt like he was going to come out fired up, and he did. And I'm really enjoying what I'm seeing from Pogba at the moment. I'm wondering if there aren't any clubs prepared to pay the massive salary that he's going to expect, if he might actually quite fancy staying at United anyway. If Ranić has set them up as a win-oriented team by the time that we win the Champions League final. Yeah, I'm an optimist when it comes to that kind of thing. But I think that we're not going to be that worried about the league position if we at least get into the final of the Champions League, if not win it. Man of the match was actually Sancho. I thought Fernandes had quite a mediocre game by his standards, but I want to clarify that that's because he started at United on such an incredible level that only perfect seems like a drop from over perfect. But I voted on this one, and I did vote for Jadon Sancho because I thought he had a fantastic game, even better than Pogba, but he didn't get a goal to prove it. So I'm going to close the Manchester United app. I haven't got any highlights to show you because they've not posted them up yet. This is the downside of me being more punctual. But what I have got is, oops, it's because I'm looking at the screen and not what you're seeing. So if I press diddle-doo, and I think it looks better if I just go, oops, if I go straight from there to there, like that. Wow. Here's a question for you. Is this flipped image or is this flipped image? Which one, without reading anything on the stuff behind? You can't tell, can you? Which one's my natural face? Yeah. So I've got to turn my controller on. Oops. And I've got to make sure that I have this thing on. Oh, what the? No, that's not right. What the bloody? I'm going to try again. Oh, I've broken it. I've bloody broken it. It's disappeared. It crashed. I'm going to have to boot the whole damn thing up again. So you're going to have to put up with me rambling for a little bit longer. I don't know what to say. Oh no, I had all this. I had the team all set up ready to use as well. That's the most annoying part. Yeah, sorry about this. You're going to have to bear with me for a second. Oh, in fact, you can watch me... That's weird, isn't it? It's like there's water, but no bottle. Hey. What colour is that pen? Ooh. Ooh. Yeah. So. Oh, shit. Oh, I've done it again. They fucking keep moving the option. Huh? Well, kickoff was on the left before, wasn't it? No. United are... Oh. Do you ever have one of those days? Because I have to pick that one as well. CPU. Classic match. Manchester United versus Burnley. That's not me scratching, by the way. Team management. So yeah, they've got their team lined up. And I've not quite got my ideal set up because I wanted Wan-Bissaka, and Fred couldn't play, so he shouldn't be on the bench. I don't know if Matic was available or not, but it's surprising how many of these now are either, especially that one, are either not available or have left or outright. So I've got three at the back: Shaw, Varane and Wan-Bissaka. A brave decision, you hear me say. No, I hear you say. But I'll remind you of the points I made some time ago of I don't trust Maguire anymore. I want Wan-Bissaka to learn to play as a back three because he's by far the best tackler of the defensive line. I really like what Dalot's doing, but I don't find a place for him in my formation. So he's going to think the same of me as the real life version probably did about Ollie. Captain Scott McTominay with Pogba and Fernandes in front of him, Rashford and Sancho. The biggest difference from my predicted lineup is because I've got three at the back, that leaves me space to put Cavani and Ronaldo up front. So play match. Start or escape. Nice reverb there. Oh, God, I'm so clumsy today. I actually recalibrated the control pad today as well because I've noticed a bit of glitches. Maybe I'm sitting too far away from the computer. So, I think I'm ready. Oops, I better move the bottle out of the way of the screen though. It tends to distract. Well, no, it doesn't distract, it just blocks the view. Well, ready. Here we go then. Ready? Let's go. Awful pass. Yeah, I think going back to the question of Pogba, at the very least he's planning on moving in on his free transfer in the summer, but has decided that he'll increase his value if he plays better at the end of this season, which is still good news for United. But I've always felt with Pogba that his problem has been that he loves United. That is his problem, because he's loved United just at the point where they've been mismanaged, and I don't mean the coach manager, I mean the board of I'm not answering that one. Yeah, the management. They've promised him glory, and then undermined him every step of the way by replacing managers and bringing players in and out, left, right and centre, never letting anybody around him get stable. And they always talk about which manager is going to be able to unlock his potential. And the biggest difference between his United career and his international career is basically to do with trust. Please contact your nearest security guard. Thank you. Oh, I thought Rashford was going to have one there, though. He might still. Oh, but he's not very good with the left. Oh, he deserved a goal for that. Here he goes, he can have it. He will. Oh. Man. I kind of feel with Burnley that it's a bit like not playing across the northwest, northeast divide. It's more like playing a time machine match. That it's the modern United playing against the 1980s English football in general. 4-4-2 is the classic 4-4-2 lineup. No fancy wing backs or any ganging pressing or any of this. Just good old British tough shoulders and shaking somebody's hand after you've landed them on the floor kind of attitude. Which I've often felt is the mistake of the England national team, that they have illusions of grandeur and try and play this great free-flowing modern style of football, when actually they would be much better off filling the team with players from lower in the Premier League or even the Championship and just trying to elbow their way through the celebrities. Quite a quiet half really. Whoops, what the hell have I just broken? I just knocked something over under the desk. It's not the best place to store things really. Ronaldo's had a quiet game. I'm not sure that having them two up front is really paying off. I haven't seen Cavani at all. I never tweak my formations there while I'm playing. I should really get into the habit of doing that. Come on, Jaden. Oh, it was an inch perfect cross. Pogba wins it. Oh no, that was Rashford won it back for Pogba. Pogba has a crack, but sorry. Yeah. Look at that in there. I know. Now I'm going to do a clever one. Watch this. Oh no, still no. Don't let them counter. That's what they're here for. Oh, Bruno. Tight. Oh no. Fucking hell, where was the clearance? Just fucking hoof it. Oh, what a mare. My moustache is going a bit weird. I'm in desperate need of a trim, but hopefully by the end of this week you'll find out why I've been allowing myself to get more and more disheveled. I've been busy, and you'll find out why in the non-football related section of my YouTube channel. Oh, clumsy. That's what I get for shameless self-promotion. Why was in my leg? He didn't get a red card. Just a missed-time challenge. Oh, but this is an awful place to give them a free kick. They're going to... Oh, De Gea with the big hands. Come on, counter. It's like the good old days. Oh, I deserved a goal for that. It was a fantastic pass and move effort. But no finish. Floats one high. Oh, but Pope's wise to it. Yeah, I'm going to try tweaking the... I'm going to go for a more attacking style. I hope that doesn't change the... Let me just check. Yeah, look, when it goes to attack, it changes the fucking thing. I didn't want that changing. I just wanted the way that they were playing to change. (3-1-4-2). Ronaldo, Cavani, Rashford, Sancho, Pogba, Fernandes, McTominay, Shaw, Varane, Wan-Bissaka. There. Attacking game plan confirmed. 3-1-4-2. Right, so let's go. Good tackle, great work. Oh no, I should have run in with it. Another great sliding tackle. Oh no! No, 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 no! Varane slid in late again. That's where I'm missing it. I know Wan-Bissaka is playing now. Yeah. Maybe I should have let Maguire play. Got away with that. I could have so easily done a handball then. Oh, I can't get it out in the area. No! Oh, what are they doing? For the love of. Come on, Scotty. Wrong pass again. I wanted it to go to the guy that was in front of him. It's going from bad to worse, this is. Nice reverb again. I've got to do something about this. This is getting absolutely... No, not formation. It's players. Lingard for McTominay. And swap him for Fernandes. And Varane is looking tired. But guess what? It's not Harry Maguire. It's Susie Jones. It's gone from bad to worse. I've just realised the downside of playing the same day as the real match is that anybody that was watching this to try and relieve the anxiety of watching their team lose has now got the double anxiety of watching them lose twice in one night. Fucking hell, they're ripping me apart. Oh, I give up. In fact, hello, Manchester United Board of Directors. I resign. What's that you say? There are no other managers in the universe that want the job. I bet Poch would do it. He's not available until summer. You want me to hang around till then? Okay. I didn't even have a chance to get a consolation goal. What's that you say? Oof, my hair looks weird. Well, what's that you say? You want me to play the match again? Hello? No, this isn't the European Super League. Yeah, we do have to play Burnley. Yeah. You want me to play it again? Okay. I don't have a choice because they told me I have to. I do have to. I'll tell you what, if I've got to set everything up again, then I'm not going to. Does anyone want me to play it again? Really though? Put in the chat right now if you want me to play again. Oh, I know. Put in the chat right now if you don't want me to play again. No, I'm not playing again. I'm tired. It's 1:20. And this stream has already gone on for 35 minutes and 29 seconds. So I'm going to say, after another tragic loss, things aren't looking good. Do you mind? Yeah, things aren't looking good in the FAM universe. Before I do my season's so far recap of the FAM matches, I do have that other video to prepare. But yeah, so probably the big reveal video will be before Saturday. But then the next video I make will be the next FAM game. In fact, I could merge the two if you like. I'll get my league tables and stuff ready so that I can play the next game against Southampton and give you an idea of how I'm faring through the season. Because, to be honest, I haven't got a clue myself. Ever since that last season recap that I did, I've been losing completely the track of which games I've won and lost. So I've got to do a bit of research, watching my old videos to find out which ones I got results in. But yeah, so I'm going to kill the stream and see you next time. Oh no, I'll do it this way. Only joking. Did I make a big close-up one? I thought I made one that was a proper close-up. Yeah, I should have made the other. No, I did. I bet that was for the Fortnite one. Yeah, I don't often say this, but if you look down here, well, that's weird. Like, yeah, I can point with my finger and with my arm at the same time. If you look down here, you'll see my YouTube links, but also my Twitter account, which I don't use because I hate Twitter. I think it's evil. But also my Twitch, where I have recently started over the last couple of months, I've been occasionally streaming Fortnite. There, that's the one. Look. So if you fancy watching me play Fortnite, you can go to Twitch to watch that. I'm not going to stream it tonight because I'm tired and I want to go to bed. But I'll probably be streaming that either tomorrow or later in the week. So, thank you and good night.